the internet? Welcome to the Gallant Horde. Today we are playing the night market. These 6 lovely people are going to go to the town of Easton because people are going to visit a market and then they are falling asleep and then they are never waking up. And they are going to go and find out what the fuck is up with that. But before we do that, we are going to do our in-game giveaway. As always, as always recently, our in-game giveaway comes from Level 1 Gamers' Deck of Useful Things, which is super cool. Today it is the Ring of Secrets. Which if I remember correctly, basically allows you to compel someone to tell you their secrets. Which could be really interesting in the Horde, which is full of secret things. So, exclamation point shiny thing in the chat. And the winner will get a Ring of Secrets in their house. If you are not a Gallant Horde member and you win the Ring of Secrets, you can gift it to any Gallant Horde member you want. So choose wisely. Or for maximum fuckery, I guess. Oh, that's so not good. Oh my god. It's pretty great. So that's the thing. We are also, as always, chasing our Birds of a Feather goal for the month. 50 new or renewed subscribers in November. It's November, you guys. I think we're getting pretty close. We will be running most of those games over the break between our end of season finale, which is in 2 weeks' time, and the beginning of season 2. So if you don't know, Birds of a Feather is a series where we pick a class and we send a party made entirely of that class to go and do a thing. It's pretty great and ridiculous, and we explore many crazy notions because it's a one shot with nothing to lose, so it's great fun. We can do whatever the hell we want with it. Awesome fun. We are also still taking donations for Adam's new rig. At the moment, we are currently trying to upgrade his computer rig. He does all the production behind the scenes for this stream, and is amazing and could definitely use some new equipment. So our current goal is, I've forgotten, 450, I think, dollars, New Zealand dollars. So if you're not in New Zealand, it's probably less for you. And if we hit that, we will be doing a familiars game, which means we will be taking 6 of the familiars and or steeds and or other animal companions that are in the Horde and sending them on an adventure, which could be very entertaining. So there we go. He's given you the technical shit in the chat, so go read that if you care about that stuff. He's the techie brain in our relationship. I think that's everything from me today. So I will get you lovely people to introduce yourselves and your characters while I roll your potion of resistance for the day, starting with Jacqui.
Oh, yeah, starts with me. So I'm Jacqui. I am playing Dorys, the Gnome Artificer Blood Hunter.
Nik.
Hi, I am Nik. I'm playing Zinrie, the Harengon Way of the Shadow Monk.
Lacey.
I'm Lacey, and I play Baeshra, the Lizardfolk Druid.
Who am I today? I don't know. Laura.
I play the Claudes, who are a usually gnome-presenting Changeling Druid, but today they are Claudio, their orcish self.
They're having some anger issues at the moment.
They're having some anger issues. And they've got to try and be friendly, and Claudio is the friendliest of the 3 angry personas.
Due to a small interaction with a god of vengeance. Meg, no, that's not your real name. Rachel!
Hi guys, I'm Rachel. I play Jasper, a Tabaxi monk and barbarian.
And Rob.
Yeah, I'm Rob, and I'm playing Seriświń, who's a Dragonborn monk rogue.
It's all monks and druids today, and Jacqui.
Oh my gosh.
Monks and druids and Doris. All right, your
Doris
potion
is
of
pretty used
resistance.
to being an odd one.
Yeah. Your potion of resistance today is Force, which is quite a useful one.
That's
as
always
a general
handy.
rule. So again, if you're new to the stream, you can gift a potion of resistance to anyone. It doesn't have to be one of the player characters. It can be an NPC you particularly take a fancy to, or even the DM's best monster. Whatever you want. Potion of resistance. You do have to tell me that you have drunk it once you have received it. Otherwise, it does not count. Yeah, that's us. Shall we do this thing? I'm very excited. Okay.
Let's do it.
Is there anything any of you would like to do before you enter the throne room today?
The Claudes are gonna stick their direwolf in the pocket realm.
Okay. So you don't currently have a direwolf on your person.
Well, they
Well,
just
it
feel like showing up in a town with a direwolf.
fair.
May is going to very uncomfortably shove her back paws into some flying boots
Okay.
that she borrowed to help her, with the potential of needing to fly up and punch some spirits or whatever they may encounter. And she's gonna like awkwardly, like those videos where the cat's like walking and like they shake their foot. So every few steps, there's like a as she's getting used to walking with shoes.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah,
I also
Zinrie
don't
did
like
that
walking with
too.
shoes. Yeah. Awesome. You have been buffed and given picnic baskets and all sorts of shit by your horde people as usual. I assume you have all of that in your character sheets, etc. Excellent. All right. You walk into the lady's throne room, and she is wearing a dress that looks kind of like a 1920s rockabilly kind of dress, but it's all red with like fur trim. It looks Christmassy, is what it looks like. Laura's making a face.
Like, do you mean the 1950s?
Yes,
I
that's
also
totally
say
what I
40s,
mean.
50s.
I
was like-
totally
I was
said the
like-
wrong number.
That's
Yes.
why my brain was like, the 1950s.
That doesn't
I was running the
50s.
1920s.
Sorry, swing dancing. That's what I'm getting at. But
Okay.
anyway, like little, poofy skirt and everything has it's like bright red, like Rachel's jumper with like white trim, and it's very cute. And she
And
says,
nobody cares. It's November.
"I know, but this is the last game I get to do this before it. Just shut up and go with it, okay? Just go with it. Accept it."
For
loves
Americans,
Christmas.
it's after Thanksgiving, therefore it's Christmas. Yeah. So
Anyway,
I was getting
Um,
very confused for a minute. It's like, I'm sorry, but you're summer. Why are you dressed like winter?
I mean, it doesn't have sleeves or anything.
Okay.
It's a summer wintermas. A summer wintermas. Because Southern Hemisphere. I'm used to it. Laura's used to it. She knows
Yep.
what I'm talking about.
I do.
Singlets that have like designs like Christmas jumpers.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, she says, "Wow, this is going well, you guys." She says, "Hello, adventurers. Today you are going to Easton to visit their night market and find out what is going on there. Something strange is going on there. Did you have any questions for me before you head on off?"
is there a contact for us, or do we just kind of go and start talking?
We had a contact, but unfortunately they fell asleep. So I guess just go in and nosy
Learn to
around.
fall asleep ourselves.
Try not to fall asleep yourselves. Yes.
Are there
I mean,
Do we
not
know if this-
everyone. Not everyone who falls asleep doesn't wake up, but there seems to be this little epidemic.
Do we know about how long it takes for one to fall asleep once they enter the market?
They
And
don't
how
fall
long?
asleep in the market. They visit the markets
after
and then
that
they
they-
go home and go to sleep as usual, but they just don't wake up.
And there's no connection between anything that anybody who has fallen asleep has purchased at the
Well,
market?
that's what you're going to find out, dear.
Okay.
Are there any cool market stalls that you know of?
I mean, it's a pretty nice market.
So many things.
So many things. I hope you all are taking coin purses because you will probably want them. Just
Oh yeah.
try not to buy anything from whoever's doing the sleep cursing.
Don't look
Buy
at
from Sleepcast. Oh, no, don't buy from Sleepcast. Sorry.
It probably isn't called Stall of the Sleep Curse, though, so,
That would make things much easier.
it sure would.
That's
Then they wouldn't need you. Apparently, the lady is feeling whimsical today because Jax is.
Hey, she's had 6 seals broken.
She's feeling pretty great. She is glowing. She looks super healthy right now. Like, she looks awesome. She's doing well.
She's got that freshly tanned.
Yeah.
Just had her hair done.
She looks great. Well, are you ready to go?
Yes.
My plan was to
Yeah.
drop you just outside of the market. They have it in a little clearing in the forest. It's all pretty lights and decorated trees, and it's delightful.
I'm assuming it is like a market that happens at night,
Yes.
and we're going at nighttime.
Yes.
Fantastic. Just checking.
Well, have fun!
All right.
And she claps her hands, and you are transported. And you find yourselves in a forest on the edge of a clearing that is, in fact, full of beautiful lights. And clearly a market. It is snowing. It looks like this.
So it looks like a Christmas night market.
It does look a lot like a Christmas night market.
I love a good Christmas market.
Okay, she'll drop you in the trees outside, but I'm going to just drop you in the bottom corner by the entrance because that's easiest. There are some crackling fires. There's the smell of good food. You can clearly hear the sound of a lyre being played somewhere. It's pretty. It's pretty. There are a lot. The people are not on the map because I wasn't going to do a bunch of villagers, but there are a lot of people around. There are children skating on the ice rink. It's all very friendly and lovely.
Claudia looks at the group and is like, well, we didn't plan anything, so I'm gonna go get some food. And it's
Oh,
going
food,
for
yeah.
food.
Is that wise? I don't think we should eat
I don't
anything
think we
here.
should ingest anything. There, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, I
He
wasn't
begrudgingly
asked.
goes
Yeah.
over.
And
Begrudgingly
she
goes
goes,
over towards Scherer and hand into the bag of holding that's got the food in. Fine, I'll eat this then. Pulls out a cookie.
Yeah, that's
Have a lot of food in the bag of holding.
that's majority of the bag of holding.
yeah.
Yeah, no, she is a sulking toddler eating a cookie right now.
Excellent. What do you want to do?
Claudia's going looking for the food.
All right.
Wants to
Well,
see what there is.
if you're going in through the main entrance, that big area to your right has a big sign in it that says the Morris Dancer, and it is clearly selling food.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Can you?
May will
please-
follow.
We've lost
And sniff-
Claudio. Let's go interview people now.
Claudia's gone.
May will follow Claudia.
There
And
is a
sniff
wide
any
range
food
of food. Wide range of
that
food.
comes near her.
Here at the Morris Dancer.
I'm just
Um,
gonna leave my Alfred pig at the entrance because he's currently sat in my pocket.
You are greeted by 2 humans, a man and a woman. They seem very friendly and lovely. I guess if you're going here, let's just do this and remove the thing.
Yeah,
so
looks
you
at
can
the
see what it
others.
looks like. It's pretty. They come up to the counter and they go, "Hello, it's busy." So there are a lot of other people buying food from them. They come up. The woman comes over and says, "Hello, can I help you?"
Are they doing food and drink or just food?
They seem to just be doing food.
Claudio will order some kind of meat and turns to the others and
Roll
says,
me.
Yep.
A D100.
As he's walking up, he turns to others and says, if it was the food, everybody would be asleep.
Not,
That is a 99.
A 99.
Yep.
Apparently, you get boiled sausage and sharp cheese.
That sounds pretty great.
May's gonna sniff it before it gets
What do
anywhere
you
near
s-
their mouth
What are you sniffing
and
for?
see if it smells off.
Okay, make a perception check. A smelly one, if that makes a difference for you.
I rolled a 1 and a 1. So
wow.
Great. The
Claudio
cheese smells a bit weird, but cheese is supposed to smell a bit weird, so yeah.
right.
He kind
I
of
think it's
steps back
safe.
so that the group aren't like at the counter, and says everybody in the town will have eaten here this evening. If it was the food, everybody would be asleep.
You don't
What
know
if it's
that.
select
Maybe.
food?
Have you been here? Do you know this town? Maybe
is-
there's
but,
stuff
like-
in the daytime. You don't know that.
But
How can
every-
you know that?
Everybody here would be eating here this evening.
Maybe it doesn't
I
affect
mean, he does
everybody
kind
the
of have a
same.
point, and some people are a bit heartier than others. So
Yeah, Zinrie's just like, I'm not touching it.
No.
That's fine. Claudio is happily eating, and will.
Really good. These are excellent boiled sausages and sharp cheese.
May's gonna walk up to whatever shopkeep that is right there in front of her.
It's a
and
human woman.
Wave down to get her attention.
Oh,
signal
hello.
that they're busy.
Can I help you?
Hello. Yes, actually, this is our first time to the market.
Oh,
And-
how delightful. Welcome.
Yeah, we were wondering if there's any maps or if you could give us a quick little, like, vocal tour of, like, where the best place to get oddities are, or, like, cookies or
Oh.
anything like that.
What sort of oddities are you after? Cookies. There is a bakery, and she points across, and there is a up here where you can see the pies on the counter. There is a bakery stall that is called Hannah's Hearty Baked Goods.
as
She says,
soon as
there is a
Doris
bakery.
spots
We
the
do
hand
more-
point,
She's
Doris
gone.
runs off.
We'll get back to you. She says we do more of the street food stuff. Hannah takes care of the baked things. Did you have anything else in mind?
Just anything that's unique. I mean, she kind of, like, gestures to her bones that she's got just hanging off of her, because, bones.
Well, there's a
Um,
lot of unique stuff here. I don't know about bones. I don't think anyone's selling bones.
Anything that could help bring out the beauty of the bones. Any magical items or anything of that sort too would
Oh.
be cool.
You want Morgren. Over on the
Morgren?
other side of the ice rink. Morgren. He does magic stuff. Some of it
Okay.
is better than others, but he may be able to help.
What other booths are here?
Oh, there's all
There's
sorts
a
of
lot of
things.
building, and
Yeah.
I'm a little
You-
overwhelmed.
You maybe just take a walk around and have a look. There's all sorts of things. Depends what you're interested in. There's a potions
So-
shop. There's the kobolds. They're hilarious. They sell weapons and armory and stuff.
Really good
And-
sausage.
It is right. Jaden makes it himself, and she looks kind of proudly at the man who you gather must be her husband and or significant other.
I give him a thumbs up as I'm like stuffing my face.
Oh.
Timber over there, and she points to the right. He does like nerdy things, like books and scrolls and stuff like that. Just depends what you're into, but I'm sure you could find something interesting.
Thank you so much.
Shall we walk around everything once and then
Let's do a lap, and then we
do
can
a
go
lap
back and look
and
at
then make
particularly
some
interesting
decisions
things.
based on what?
That sausage and whatnot cost you like a silver, by the way.
I was gonna ask.
I should probably do prices. You're not in the realm.
What?
Claudio absolutely like paid for it.
Yeah.
Cool. Do we want to go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Well,
Doris
clockwise.
Has already gone to the bakery. Doris, you've gone to the bakery.
Yep.
Cool. There is a woman here. Have I got her? There we go. She's like your classic, everything you would expect in someone who runs a bakery store. She is the sweet little old lady with a little bun, the whole shebang. Little apron with like pink frills. She goes, "Oh, hello, dear. Aren't you just adorable? What can I do for you today?"
Oh, I don't know. Whatever your best seller is.
Oh, how exciting! One moment while I look up my bakery. Because yes, I have notes for all of these things because I am that kind of a nerd. Roll me a D100, Jacqui.
25.
He offers you. They're like meat dumplings. They're like dumplings full of meat, but they're shaped like little mini dragons.
This is so cool. How much?
People-
Sorry.
People are very fond of these. I think it's the shape. People love the idea of eating a dragon. It's also a silver. It's a silver. Everything's a silver.
Yeah, she pays.
That's easier than working it out.
That's why Sherritt's not far. Look, it looks a bit like you.
And then bites its head off, right?
Yeah.
It's very
Spirit
tasty.
will definitely buy some dragon dumplings.
Dragon dumplings, alright. It's like a silver for 2. Doris has 2, 1 in each hand. They're pretty hefty things. They're great.
Claudio's gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And approach this first stall going clockwise.
Alright, this one is in fact selling booze. It is called the Metal Axe and appears to be manned by a Water Genasi woman. Manned by a woman. You know, I don't care.
It's okay, that's the right words.
And she says, "Hello, welcome."
Hi.
Your detect
What-
magic doesn't pick anything up at the store.
Cool. I'm gonna just buy some booze, like just some ale or something.
Please, hang on. Is this the booze one? Yeah, roll me a D100.
20.
She offers you. Oh, interesting.
Oh no.
Wow, it's interesting because it's you. It is a thing called a patron's pint. And
Okay.
essentially what it does is it shifts itself, as you start to drink it, it shifts itself to be thematic as regards your closest patron or deity. So in your case, it's probably something like mushroom ale.
Cool. And I'll be like, this reminds me of home. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's the whole point.
You sell. Do you sell it in larger amounts?
We try not to. It can become quite it gets interesting sometimes if people drink too much of it.
I was just wondering if you had like a bottle that I could take home.
Oh
Not
yes,
like
I suppose so.
Yeah.
She like wanders off to the back and she comes out with like a squealer.
Yeah.
Is that a New Zealand? That's not a New Zealand thing, right?
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she fills it up from the barrel and gives it to you. She's like, that's 3 silver for the bottle.
And I will have it. Yeah. So I don't want like a keg. I just want like.
Yeah.
May I have a try of that?
From me or from? Are you asking her or Claudette?
Claudette.
Yeah. I'll hand it over.
May will try a sip.
If it tastes like Claude's one, it tastes like mushrooms and.
It doesn't, because it changes itself to what May would.
Ooh.
So for May, it probably tastes like something from your kingdom in the mountains, because you don't really have, unless
Would it be anything related to the ancestors?
potentially,
Hmm.
yes.
My brain wants to think that it's like Worm's cat milk.
Oh yeah, yeah, we'll go with that. You're a hard one. You don't have like a deity, but yeah,
Nope,
Something
she
like
does
that.
not.
yeah.
Interesting.
Claudio will whisper to May that there's nothing magical at this stall, and we'll thank the keeper and move to the next one.
All right. So this big room here is really just like a food hall. So like people are going and getting their food and their drinks from the stores and then coming and eating here. Like it's not there's no one there.
Doing
It's
a
just
quick
kind of.
walk past, does any of the food look magical?
Detect magic is 30 feet, right?
So they're gonna like just do a walk past.
There are a couple of things that are giving off minor magical pings, but it seems more like augmenting like augmenting the taste of things. Like I suppose technically your ale would have been magical because it changes depending on who it's. But it's like a very simplified kind of
So I'm
augmentation
getting just
rather
a
than
vaguely magical.
rather than anything super dodgy.
Then we'll go join Doris.
Zinrie is gonna like whisper to May that I'm gonna go invisible, but I'll be close. So
Okay.
no, so she'll find like a dark spot and just sort of, or a dimmer light spot, and just sort of be in.
Okay.
But she's following wherever May is going. So pay
Yep.
attention.
Cool.
She'll whisper to her before she leaves, be like, if you need to hold
Yeah,
on to my
exactly.
tail, and then if you disappear and like are gone off on a thing, I'll know you're not next to me. Because you won't be holding on to my tail. Go ahead and hold on to my tail. It's fine.
Okay. Got it.
Just don't pull.
Lord, as you approach the bakery, it becomes very obvious to you that the person has illusion magic on her.
I mean, I'm not one to judge somebody for changing their taste. But that is sus. I'm gonna take note of that. I don't think I have any way of seeing through illusions, so... Doris, what are you eating?
It's a dumpling, and it's like a dragon, and it's really good. Here, try the other one.
Claudio immediately bites its head off.
Delicious. It's like a delicious dumpling full of some kind of meat. Really good.
I have to buy some of those before we leave for long. I think you will find it.
Yeah,
very-
me too. I need more.
Okay. Claudio will start like walking towards the next one, and when we kind of get to this tree, we'll whisper to Mark and like to the group that the baker has illusion magic on.
Okay, so as you approach this area, you can see three things. The one is, let me do this so that I can actually do the thing. This one appears to be your classic carnival tent that is like a fortune teller. It has one of those signs above it that is all like, woo-woo writing, and it says Madame Matilda. This one is a weapons shop. That has a kobold hanging out.
Are these the
Mace?
kobolds that we were told about earlier?
Yeah, well, there's only one there, but yeah. I mean, it's a kobold in a weapons shop, so.
May's intrigued of the fortune tellers. Is there anybody in there?
Are you going in? It's like, there's like...
Is there light emanating from it? Like there's
Yeah.
a candle or something?
Yep.
She's gonna
There's
kind of like
also
pull her tail.
hanging from the thing, there's a bell.
So May's gonna pull on her tail to get Zinri near her and lean down and be like, I kind of want to go in. Do you want to come?
Yeah, let's do it.
So May kind of like paws at the bell.
There's a moment, and then the curtain is pulled aside by no one at all. And you, as you look in, you can see it's kind of dim, but there are a lot of candles. It's just dim compared to outside where there's a lot of light and bustle and little bit of like incense and smoke. It's definitely very ambient. And there is a elvish woman sitting on the other side of a table with a crystal ball, and she says, "Ah, do come in, dear. Would you like your fortune told?"
How much do you charge?
How interesting is your fortune is the question. Let's see. And she kind of gets up and kind of swoops over, and she looks into your eyes and she goes, "Oh, for you, I think 3 silver."
May will enter.
We're all gonna get our
Respect.
fortune told, right?
And
Yeah.
she sits down in front of the thing, and she kind of gestures, and there's a chair opposite her on the other side of the table.
She'll sit.
Zinri's
Well-
like just behind her, sitting down, or not sitting down, standing behind her.
I need to check a thing. Please hold. Okay. No, you're good. All right. She kind of looks at you and she goes, "Now, did you have a specific question in mind that you were looking for the answer? Or just a general future idea?
Let's do a general.
I see. Very well then. And she like does the whole, looks into her crystal ball, and it like the candles all kind of lower slightly as she does it. It's all very she's clearly very good at this whole performance.
Theatric.
And she looks in. May, make a wisdom check for me, please.
Wisdom check?
Mhm.
All right. Natural 20 for a total of wisdom 22.
Okay, so my question to you is, are you trying to hide or not?
Who? Me?
No, May.
No,
No? Okay.
no.
Okay.
She's generally intrigued to see how much this
Okay.
person, like how legit this person is and what she can tell her.
All right.
Because she's been having
So-
lots of thoughts.
She looks into her crystal ball for a while, and then she looks up at you and she goes, don't see a lot of misplaced royalty these days. Well, that's a lie. You do see a lot of misplaced royalty these days, but very few who chose it for themselves. I see the potential of a return to power if you chase it with enough fortitude. And I see lost love. It pours from you, your grief over your lost love. As for the future, futures are tricky things because what you do directly impacts how it goes. But I think you can probably have the future you wish if you make the right choices.
And which choices would those be?
Well, that I cannot answer for you, dear.
Can you answer for me the order of events that you see in the future? The throne or the love first?
I think that may be one of the choices you have to make. And it will influence the outcome of both.
Understood. In a
Can I
negative
roll
way?
insight on her?
Sure. You can roll insight on her. In a negative way? Well, all the choices you make can be potentially, yes. It depends.
Now
Futures are
that she's gonna
tricky
roll an
things.
insight on that.
Alright. Mine was just a 10, so
And mine was a 21.
She
Or,
seems
nope,
legit.
just kidding, much higher than that, 26.
She seems legit. Like, she seems to not have any. Has May ever encountered fortune tellers before?
I don't think so. She's heard of them,
Okay.
but she's heard about how they can kind of be tricksy and like not legit things
Yeah.
and make things
So,
up.
so you get the distinct impression that this person obviously is able to see something. The stories you've heard about fortune tellers are that there's a lot of, love will come to you, all your successes will be, because they tell you what you want to hear. This person doesn't seem to be doing that. She seems to be giving you an insight into the possibilities. She also, which is unusual for a fortune teller, doesn't seem to think that it's all written already.
Cool. Is there anything else that I must hear here? That you're, and she'll gesture to the ball. And then gestures to the air.
It
Things
seems
I
to
need to hear.
me that you are very soon going to have the option to go somewhere very close to your home. You should probably take that opportunity.
And take that as my opportunity to make my move.
Take it as an opportunity to Learn the things you will need to learn.
In a very weird way, that makes sense. She laughs with a little bit of a purr in her laugh.
Now, does your friend also want their fortune read? And she looks straight at Zinrie.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the sweet little Harengon that is trying to come into my tent uninvited.
No, thank you.
Very well.
Well, she'll slide over the 3 silver. Thank you very much. And in with those silver, she'll include a rat's tooth, because why not?
She pulls them over and she picks it up and she goes, well, that's quite a tip. Delightful. And she pulls out a vial from somewhere and just drops it in and seals it and puts it away.
Sherrod will ring the bell.
And May will leave.
Yeah, okay. May leaves. Sherrod rings the bell. Again, the curtain is drawn aside by an invisible hand, and she says, do come in. Such interesting patrons tonight. Hello.
Okay. Tell fortunes, I gather.
That is what I do, yes.
How much for a fortune?
Depends. Let me look. And she kind of peers at you for a while. Oh. I think for you, 5 silver.
5 silver. Okay.
Please sit.
Sherrod sits.
Now, did you have a particular question, or did you just want a general insight?
I think I would like to know. He rubs his forehead, which has a prominent.
Oh,
mark
she
on
noticed
it.
that.
Oh yeah. And says,
Why do you think yours is more expensive?
I'd like to know where my recent new vow will take me, and whether I'll be successful.
I see. What is your definition of success?
Ooh. Definition of success is to take vengeance upon those who have wronged me, he who has wronged me, and release all of those under his power, own devices again.
Yes. Aren't we getting interesting patrons tonight? Usually it's just, will Farmer John fall in love with me? How will my pumpkins grow?
Well, if you feel like answering that, I'll...
No, you're fine. She, wafts her hands over a crystal ball and looks into it for a little while. And then she looks up and she says, well, I cannot tell you if you will be successful because that depends on the choices you make in the moment. And only you have power over that. I can tell you that you will be given the opportunity to take your vengeance. And you should not hesitate in that moment. If you hesitate, then the chances of success become slimmer.
I understand that. Is there anything else you can tell me about the situation?
You have many temptations in your path. Your largest danger is giving in to them. That is the thing most likely to block your way.
Okay. Well, Sherrod will thank her and pay her 5 silver. Make his way out of the tent.
Anyone else?
Claudio's going to ring the bell.
Okay. Somehow I knew this was going to be everyone's favorite tent. No one can resist a fortune teller.
Story
All right.
juice.
So, Claudia, curtain is pulled open. She looks at you and she goes, "Oh, almost family, I see. Do come in.
Claudia
For family, I have special rates.
Mhm.
I do not ask for silver because, let's face it, silver's a little boring, isn't it?
It is.
I ask what you have that would be of interest. A curiosity. A souvenir."
Claudio starts going through pouches. And then pulls out a silver thread. Like the many silver threads that he
Yep.
wants to carry. And says, "This is the first time I saw Eberron," and holds it out. As well as like a little jar that has 2 mushrooms and a flower that is like, it's all been dried out and preserved.
Very good. She takes both, puts them away, puts them on a shelf, which, now that you look, there's a shelf behind her that is full of little vials and jars that have all sorts of weird and wonderful things in them. And she puts yours right next to May's tooth. Now,
I have an aunt that tells the future.
do you?
Hmm.
What is your... By what name does your aunt go?
Flip a coin. My aunt's name is Scabatha.
Ah, I have heard of Scabatha. She's
Hmm.
exceedingly good at what she does.
She is. I'm curious to see how good you are.
Well, I do my best. Did you have a particular question?
I have many questions. So many questions.
Well, the price you paid was pretty high, so I will give you 4.
Okay. Claudia looks real thoughtful for a minute. I know I need to separate them to do what I need to do. Which one should I try first? Past, present, or future? Referring to like each of his aunts.
Yep. Jax does not know the law as well as Laura does, so I'm gonna have to wink.
So Belorna is the present, Scabatha is the future, and Edelin is the past.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right. But Vlorna's present, you said?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. To the best of my knowledge, at the moment, the past and the future conspire, and the present is left out of said conspiring, and is therefore the most vulnerable.
Okay. Second question. Is there something I can find that would make all of this easier?
Something.
Unless there's someone.
There is always something that will make it easier.
Okay.
I think that the thing that will make it easiest is something you have already found.
Okay. Third question. How much am I gonna regret this?
Talking to me right now?
No, the path I'm on.
Oh, you need to be specific when speaking with people like me.
Mm-hmm. How much will I regret the path I'm on?
Not as much as you will regret trying to avoid it.
Yeah, that seems like it would be painful.
Mm-hmm.
And my last question. Do you know what's causing people to wake up?
Do I know what's causing people not to wake up? That is your question? Your
Yeah.
final question?
It is my final question.
This is my answer. Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you. And I will walk back out. And walk over to the kobolds, and I nudge May to come over.
Either of
May will come.
the two remaining people want to visit the fortune teller before we move on.
No, yeah,
Nope.
Doris does.
Nature's like, fuck no. Doris does.
Doris does.
I'll wait for Doris to come back.
Can someone do the bell for me?
May will go and, like, for a moment pull her tail away from Zinrie and smack the bell with her tail and then give it back to Zinrie.
The curtain opens. Doris, you walk in?
Yep. She's finished munching now, so she'll.
Oh, hello. Excellent hat.
You.
Did you want your fortune read, dear?
Yes. Got a couple of things that have been on my mind.
Excellent. She comes over and she peers at you. I think for you... 4 silver.
Yep. Okay. She'll sit down and.
Now, did you have a specific question? Or just a general?
Just a general. See if I can help me decide on what I'm to do.
Help you decide on what you're to do. Well, you have some significant choices ahead of you. I will tell you this. One path leads to peace. The other path leads to power. Choose wisely.
Yeah. Thought as much. No. Thank you, and she'll pay. Thank you. From both of us, thank you.
Very well.
While I was in there, did anything strike out as particularly magical?
I mean, yeah, she has magical trinkets and various bits and bobs. Yep. Nothing super obviously. This is a sleep spell. But but just the kinds of magical trinkets you would expect someone like this to have in a tent like this.
Cool. While Doris,
she is wearing an amulet that gives her true sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While Doris is inside, Claudio would have said to the others, she knows what's causing the sleep spell.
Did she tell you?
She told me she knows. That's all I paid for.
Let her talk.
Well, we can keep looking, and if we can work it out ourselves, then we don't have to pay for it.
As that is said, May pops out her claws, look at her claws, and puts them back away.
Why with the violence?
It's a great way to get information.
And it wouldn't hurt too bad. It would be the threats of the violence.
Does
For
it?
those of you who approached the kobold,
Yeah.
they are standing on a box because they're very short. And they look up and they go, "Hello! Welcome to the Three Kobolds Emporium of Weapons and Armor! What is your pleasure this fine evening?"
You're
May
only
counts.
one kobold.
One.
Yes, we have 3 stalls. The other 2 are
Ah.
on the other side.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
And what is
I-
it that you sell?
I'm older because I am the oldest of the 3 kobolds.
Wait,
nice
do
to
you-
meet you.
I'm actually the middle child. My mother thought it would be funny. I don't know.
It is
Do you
pretty funny.
specialize in different things?
Yes, absolutely. I specialize in armory. Armory. Helmets and breastplates and such like.
Oh, what do you have? And I'm gonna take a look around to see if there's anything magic.
I have wonderful things. Please hold. A couple of them are magical. It's basically just plus weapons. I mean, plus armors, like +1 breastplates and things like that. Like they've been magically augmented. They're well made and magically augmented. But there's nothing like specifically magical. Oh, hang on.
Does he have shields?
Yes, he does.
I will ask to see his best made shields.
Yeah. This one, and he pulls out a wooden shield that is a +2 light wooden shield. It's like got beautiful carvings on the front, not of anything in particular, just like pretty designs and stuff, and has like a gold inlay, but the shield is predominantly wood. It's very pretty.
It is very
Right.
pretty.
I did the carvings myself.
You're very talented.
I know.
Doris kind of idly to herself, I think Isa might be able to make something pretty like that.
Ray is trying so hard not to laugh behind you.
What other shields do you have?
He like puts it down and goes and scrabbles around, and you can see him like flinging bits of metal and stuff, and he comes out with a heavy steel shield that he can barely carry. He's like, and it like hops onto the platform table thingy, and he goes, "Whew, that's a big one. It's pretty heavy. You'd
It
have
is.
to, whew, be quite strong." It's
What-
a +1 shield. It also has bits of gold and a couple of like etchings. It's big enough that he would have had to like sit on it to etch it. He's very little.
How much for the wooden shield?
The wooden one is 4,000 gold. It's a very good shield.
It is a very good shield. We're still doing our first lap of the market, though, but I will be back to see you.
Good. I do have one more. Wait,
Oh,
wait,
yes.
one more. Here we go. And he goes and he finds a slightly smaller one than the big one that was very, very difficult for him to carry. And he brings it over. Gadonk. It is a smaller... No, I'm lying to you. That's not a shield. Hang on. Wait. Steel. I was looking at the wrong thing. This is a mithril shield.
Ooh.
It is a +1 mithril shield.
Cool.
It's also very pretty. Well made.
While he's like picking things up, I'll have a look around. Is there anything that stands out as being like quite magical?
I think that there's a full plate +3 full plate armor.
Claude will look at the armor and say, how much for that?
That you have expensive taste, good sir.
I do.
That is 10,000 gold.
And well worth the price.
It is excellent.
Thank you. We will be sure to return.
Have an excellent evening, and remember to come back and spend your gold at 3 kobolds, weapons and armory.
We will. Thank you very much.
Cool. opposite the 3 kobolds' weapons and armory, is a potion store. It is called Drazlad's Tinctures and Remedies. And it is run by a delightful half-orc.
Scherer will bow and greet the half-orc. Common.
Oh, look at you, aren't you just delicious? What can I do for you this fine evening? A potion section. Do
Seem
you
to have a
need
lot of...
perhaps a love remedy for a delightful lover that you wish to entice? Or maybe something to help with dry scales?
Yeah, Scherer, do you need a love potion?
Well, I'm not having any success with that one.
I think the dry scales would help you out in that department.
Who are you trying a love potion?
No one.
That's still the tea, man. Who's Jared got a crush on?
Where's that ring of secrets now?
I'm happy to wingman if you need it.
Well, I guess
All
it's safe.
kinds of things that do all kinds of things. Did you have something in mind?
We are a band of adventurers. What sort of things do you have that might be of use to us?
I have all kinds of things. You know what everybody's favorite is? And she pulls out like it looks like one of those, you know those carousels you put spices on? But it's got like little vials in it. And she goes, this is the mystery potion spin. Everyone loves it. We spin it, and you pick one at random, and you take it, and you see what happens.
I'm in. Let's do it.
It's only a single silver to play.
I hand over a silver.
Alrighty.
I will roll a dice.
Roll a D100, please.
0, and that is 60, so 60.
60. I need you to roll a D4.
Okay. 3.
Cool. It is a potion that looks like... Oh, it doesn't tell me what it looks like, so I'm going to make it up. It's like kind of translucent-y, but it has a lot of sparkles in it. And she hands it to you. Are you going to drink it?
Yeah, Claudio.
Cool. For the next 3 hours, everybody can hear Claudio's thoughts as Claudio speaks out loud despite themselves.
So, this is real terrible for people. Because Claude thinks in their different... So you hear a bunch of different voices. This is gonna be a bad time.
You can give us a general gist. I don't expect you to speak in all your characters' voices for the next...
That's okay.
3
So
hours.
at the moment, you can hear Claude. Anybody who's heard Claude's changeling self is trying to work out, like, is talking to themselves, wondering which family the fortune teller comes from, and is like, they must be a changeling. He's trying to work out who they're related to, and he's like going through different Fae families in their heads. Claudette is like excitedly trying to tell Claudio to go and look at things. Claudia is trying to like work out whether there's a way to go, like, is trying to work out what to go back and offer the fortune teller for more information. Claudio is checking out the...
All that this could happen to. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, Claudio is like checking out the half-orc that's potion seller, plus is checking out Sherrit and wondering who Sherritt's interested in, and is like running through a list. The other like major voice that you're getting is this like angry, growling voice that is plotting out all of the different ways that they could take down their aunts, and it is violent and bloody and very, very evil.
Cool. So you're all hearing that for the next 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, Isn't that an interesting result? Does anyone else want to play?
Do it.
Me. The hand like
Who's going first, Doris or May?
Doris,
making
go
go
first.
first. Okay,
Oh,
Doris will
well,
go first.
Doris.
Roll a 13.
A 13. Where's my 13 gone? Hang on. I apparently don't have a 13. I don't know why. Nope, try again. It goes from 9 to 14. I don't know why.
Unlucky potion didn't work.
Yep,
Ironically, I rolled another 13, so I'm gonna try again.
try again.
91.
91. Oh, cool. So this is a it looks like green algae, like pond scum. And she hands it to you. You gonna drink it?
Yeah.
You grow webs between your hands and feet, and you can swim really well for the next 24 hours.
Wow. Look at this.
Reminds me of the grungs.
Something like that. It doesn't give you
From-
like underwater breathing or anything. It just makes you swim.
And she's got that from a boon.
Hey, did you want to try?
Alright. Yeah. 54.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
A D6.
Oh no. 3?
Again, this is so perfect for the character. It makes me happy. So this is it's like a blue and purple, and it's like swirling. And she hands it to you. Do you drink it?
I'll sniff it first.
Smells like, that like, fake candy grape smell. You know the one I mean?
Yeah.
That's what
Cough
it
syrup.
smells
Alright.
Fanta grape. Do you have Fanta grape in America? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
You now have double speed for the next 3 hours.
Yes.
It
We
gives
gave
me
the
the
kitty cat-
zoomies.
Yeah, so we gave her the zoomies.
The
Oh,
super zoomies.
For
So much
funsies, I'm gonna
good.
figure out how much that actually is for speed for me.
This was silver, wasn't it? 1 silver?
Yes, 1 silver to play.
That's 540 feet in 6 seconds. If she does her
She does full
zipping around
speed.
zoomies
Yep.
and full speed, like.
Did anyone else wish to play?
Yeah, Sherrod will have a play.
Okay, roll me a D100.
Claudio,
Yes.
could you hand that to the person for me, please? Can't reach.
Yes, I
Just-
will take it.
Ooh, ooh.
You hear Claudette start ranting about how things aren't designed for gnomes.
Sherrod got an 85.
85. That is also a number I do not apparently have. It goes 84, 89. Try again. I think it just didn't print the whole list. I don't know.
26.
26. This one looks like it actually does look and smell like cough syrup. It's that like gloopy, that gloopy grossness that cough syrup has. Are you drinking it?
Alright, let's go.
You are cured of any diseases you have and cannot be diseased for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Really useful for a monk because I think you already have that, but whatevs.
Correct.
Here we are. You feel great. You feel real healthy right now.
So speaking really, 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 really fast, I'm not gonna speak the speech she's gonna speak.
Yeah.
May's gonna ask the shopkeep if there are any more of the potions she just drank available for purchase.
Sherrod was after something
Yes,
along those lines
In
too.
fact, there are. However, it's a little more expensive if you're buying specific potions instead of playing the mystery potion machine.
That's
How-
all right.
How,
I'll
how
totally have
many
the wrong
do you
voice.
have,
but
and
anyway.
how many are there?
We have about 10 at the moment. And they cost 20 gold each.
Of that speed,
Yes.
How long
Well,
does it
and you
last?
said
It
they're
depends.
20 each.
It depends on your original speed, you understand.
How long does it last?
It's 1d4 hours. Or one
We
D.
will-
What did I make you roll? 6. 1d6 hours.
We will take all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like super haste.
Yeah, we'll take all of them.
Yeah,
And
I'll take
only-
all of them.
It only increases your movement. It doesn't give you any extractions or anything. Yeah.
That's fine. Maid likes having the zoomies.
Do you have any healing potions or anything like that?
Any what now?
Any healing potions or anything like that?
We do not have healing potions. Let me see. One moment. And she like starts shriveling around and she goes, "This one will let you breathe fire. That's quite fun. This one will. These don't have explanations on them. That's really annoying. They just have descriptions.
Baeshra, did you want to play the spinny game?
Do you
Oh,
want to play
hell
the spinning
no.
game?
No.
Baeshra's not a gambler, apparently.
Nope.
Zinrie, did you want to play the spinny game?
Oh no.
Zinrie is invisible.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zinrie's invisible. Okay.
Mm.
Do you have any potions that make you resist people that are very charming?
Okay, so she has. I'm gonna need Laura's DM brain because this
Yeah.
tells me what they look like, but not what they do, which probably
Okay.
I should have noticed. She has an oil of greater magic weapon, which I think just takes a normal weapon and makes it magical.
Yeah, so you rub that on a...
Yeah. She has an elixir of fire breath, which is self-explanatory. She has an oil of keen edge, which makes a keen blade, I guess.
Yeah, so that's another one that you, like, apply to your weapon, and
Yep.
it makes it sharper.
Okay. She has a potion of bear's endurance, is
That will
probably-
give you constitution.
a potion of displacement, which lets you do the displacement cloak thing, I assume.
I will take that one.
That one is 750 gold pieces,
That's fine. So 750.
because it's not a mystery potion. Yeah.
Let me mark this down. So that was a...
Potion of displacement.
and it was 750.
She has a potion of magic circle against evil,
I'm evil, so I don't want that.
and a potion of sanctuary.
Which I'm assuming would be the sanctuary spell.
Sanctuary spell, I assume, yes.
A lot of these sound like stuff from previous issues of D&D. So
Maybe.
oil
That's
of
fine.
keen edges.
Would make it a keen blade, I assume.
Yeah, it gives you the benefits of the keen rune, which is like
Yeah.
a second edition thing. Cool. Is there
Uh,
anything?
This was a potion generator, so I just, rolled with it.
Yeah. So the keen edges makes it a keen blade, which means it crits on a 19 and a 20.
Yeah.
How much for that one?
The keen one is also 750.
Would that work on May's claws?
If it does piercing or slashing.
Yep. Okay.
Then
Cool.
yes.
And what was the other one? Was an oil of greater weapon.
Greater magic weapon.
Okay. So it gains a bonus to attack and
It's a
so,
plus
like,
3.
hit
So
damage.
it's essentially takes a mundane weapon and makes it temporarily a plus 3
plus
magic
3
weapon.
How much is that one?
That one's 1800.
Claudette will look at the others. Well, Claudette will look at the speed one is definitely of use, and the one that May is buying. Do any of you think that any of these other ones might be useful?
I'm gonna get a couple of the cough syrupy ones.
Anti-disease ones.
Yep.
Yep. So those are also 20 gold each. The mystery potions are 20 gold each because you have to play the game to know what they do.
Everybody would hear that Claude, so their base changeling form, is currently like working through whether this would be useful for their upcoming battle. You can tell that they're clearly trying to control their thoughts to not give away secret information. But
Yeah.
But that's what they're thinking is how much
Yeah.
of this will be useful to take back with us.
Yeah, I
I
think
also have several others that are quite fun, but not as useful for adventurers.
yeah, and I think if we check the kobolds with the weapons, we can
Yeah.
compare the price.
What was the other fun things that you got?
Well, I have. Here's the short version. One that gives you levitation for, I guess, whatever length of time the levitation spell gives you levitation for. One that gives you advantage on hearing checks. One that makes enemies target you over anybody else for a period of time.
How much is that one?
10 seconds. 10 seconds! Oh, look, it tells you. That's awesome. 10 seconds. That one doesn't have a price. We will say 200 gold.
I'll take one of those.
Okay.
Well, let me mark this down.
One that lets you see through walls for 20 seconds. It doesn't last very long.
I'm just making some quick notes.
How much is the see-through walls one?
Also 200. This is the 200 gold section.
Yeah, Sherrod will take one of them.
Make sure you write down what it does. So.
Here's one the Claudes will probably enjoy. It allows you to start a fire with a dirty look.
Yeah, I'll take that. It's a potion of targeting. I'm just gonna write potion of targeting 10 seconds.
They all have names, but the names are dumb. They don't make sense.
That's okay. So set a fire with a dirty look. That's 200 gold.
Yep.
Too?
Yep.
I'm gonna take that.
Once you take it, you basically have a minute to use it. So you take it, then you have a minute to like.
Look. Cool.
I will fire someone. Smoldering Gaze. There we go. It's called Smoldering Gaze now because that's an excellent name.
It is an excellent name.
Okay. Cool.
Well, you have been delightful for business. Does anyone want to play the mystery potion game once more, or maybe on your next round?
We'll come back.
Excellent.
Is May paying for all of the, like, are you buying all of the haste speedy ones?
Yes. Yep. What potion is that in D&D Beyond?
Doesn't exist in D&D Beyond.
Okay.
I've just put in my notes 10 potions of
We will
haste.
have to make it up.
Potions of zoomies.
Potion of
call
Zoomies.
those magic zoomies.
Potion of zoomies. Okay.
Okay, but if you've bought those, I will take those off.
Yes. I bought those.
The potion of displacement, does it say there how long it lasts?
Damn it. I closed the page. Hang on.
I'm sorry.
Please hold. I thought we were done with the potion lady. But we were not done with the potion lady.
If I take the notes now...
Which one are you asking about? The displacement one?
Yep.
It doesn't say, so I would...
Are you happy with a minute?
Yeah, let's go with that. That makes sense.
Okay.
I really should have read through this properly, sorry.
No, that's okay.
You're playing Wing It!
Let's go to the next booth. And as we're going, I'm going to take my potion of resistance because it's just appeared in my pocket.
Excellent. As you arrive at the next booth, you see a very well-dressed, extremely... this is a man who spends a lot of money on his clothes. Dwarf. And he walks up to you, and he says, "Ah! Customers, my favorite kinds of people. I am more grand phallic. Magic extraordinaire." I can't believe I just said that word.
Phallic?
Yes, but it's spelled F-A-L-L-A-C-K. I just had a
Doris
Matthew
has
moment. I
started
said it out
Googling.
loud, and I was like, ah, shit. Phallic.
You are now getting Claudio's inner monologue about phalluses.
He looks straight at
Which
you
is
and he
not
says,
helping.
"Yes, I have heard every joke about my name. Can we avoid them, please? It is not spelled like that. It is very tiresome. But what can you do? Family names are family names. Anyway," and he launches into his patter, and we're going to take a break because it is already 20 past 11. So, we will take a quick break. Adam will do some marbles. Today's prize for the marble races is any 10 greeting cards from our Sparabel Red Bubble thing. Did you win? Zinrie has a ring of secrets.
Ooh.
Yes, any 10 greeting cards from our Sparabel Red Bubble store. seemed appropriate, all things considered. Yep. So Adam will do some marble races, and we will be back in 10-15 minutes. We will see you very shortly. Bye-bye. Humans of the internet, welcome back to the Gallant Horde, where we are playing the Night Market, in which our characters are supposed to be finding out why everybody is falling asleep and not waking up, but instead they are shopping.
Get to
Which,
it.
to be fair, is exactly what I predicted was going to happen with this episode. So, you know, here we are. Congrats to Tabaxi. Wow, Kappa Tiefling for winning the thing. Can you please email me at sparabel@gmail.com and we will have a conversation about how that's going to work, because you're going to have to tell me which ones you want. And yeah, we'll do that. All right, folks, you have just arrived at Morgran Falak. Magic extraordinaire. He has a lot of shit in his shop. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna start looking at things.
Yep.
Cool. There's a lot of stuff. Like, every available surface is covered in knickknacks and bits and bobs and stuff. Laura, can you roll me a d8, please?
I can. That is
See
a
which-
7.
Which list we're gonna look at? Because I have many. Because I couldn't choose.
I will say to Morgan, we're adventurers. If you have anything specifically that you think might be of use to us.
Well, I do have some deluxe items, but they are not cheap.
We are not cheap people.
Oh, well then maybe we shall set this list aside. Look at this list, which is the expensive things.
I
Well-
mean, cheap things sometimes are of use, but I would also be interested in some of your higher end items.
Well, I have many delightful trinkets and nuggets of awesomeness. But if you are looking to spend your well-earned gold, is there any particular thing you're particularly interested in? I do have an excellent selection of wands, and various other interesting bits and pieces. Are we talking about weapons, things to hurt people with, amulets? Give me a hint.
I have a particular interest in amulets, but I do have some of us used a lot of weapons. So why don't we start with weapons?
Well, now you understand that I have to be careful, because if I sell actual weapons, the kobolds get a little bit upset and start to accuse me of muscling in on their territory.
And
However-
they do have sharp teeth.
They do have sharp teeth, and my knees do need to not be bit. Yes, I am a dwarf, and I am allowed to make short jokes about other short people. That's how it works. If tall people make jokes about short people, it's not okay. Just to be clear,
As
that we all
May
understand how
smiles.
this works.
May smiles
Dor-
with all of her teeth.
Doris keeps us well informed of the rules for short jokes.
Excellent. Well, I have this, and he pulls out a pearl. This is a pearl of power.
Those
It
are
is
quite useful.
powerful. And this one in particular belonged to a lich. Before it belonged to me, of course.
What
very
does it
magical.
do?
It does powerful things. Jax doesn't fucking know.
It lets you regain
Yeah.
a spell slot up to 3rd level.
There we go. I'm glad we have Laura in this game, because Laura has an encyclopedic knowledge of Dungeons & Dragons, so I don't have to know my own shit.
How much for the pearl?
This pearl costs 64,000 gold pieces.
Okay. That's
Very powerful. Came from a lich, did I mention that?
You did. What else do you have?
Puts it away. I have, hang on, I just need to look this up to check that it actually exists here. Please hold for Jack sorting her shit out. He like pulls out a cloak and it looks like a fur, like it's made of fur. He says this one is excellent for people who, you know, are into like animal things.
Two of
It
us
is-
are animal things.
The hide of the feral guardian.
How much for that?
I need to check a thing. It's actually not that useful to those of you who can already do these things. But this is 10,000 gold pieces.
I look at Baeshra. Looking at the item with detect magic up, can I tell which state it's currently in?
It's dormant.
Okay. I look at Baeshra and I ask, how much gold do you have?
Not that much.
No, but how much do you have?
2,200.
So this armor sifts with you.
Oh.
Zinkayla has a set of it.
Yep.
We'll come back to that. What else do you have?
This, and he pulls out like it looks like a small decorative, like almost a letter opener.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a handle that looks like it's made out of a snake. And he goes, "Looks harmless, doesn't it? Don't tell the kobolds, but when you say a word, it turns into a sword. It's quite a good sword." It's the serpent's fang, but it's been magicked into something that doesn't look like it's. It jabs people and then they become poisoned.
And you said you had some amulets as well?
Perhaps. One moment.
I like
cold.
poison.
You like poison.
Do you want to ask about the dagger, Doris?
I'm not really an upfront kind of fighter. I like my poison, but I prefer just dipping arrows in it.
So Lacey, the height of the Feral Guardian gives you +1 to AC that also goes with you in wild shape. Gives you +1 to melee attack and damage rolls while you're wild shaped. And it lets you polymorph into a giant owl once a day.
Cool. I have a nature's mantle I can trade.
You can also, if you can work out how to make it go into other states, it increases to like +2 and +3, and you get other polymorph. But I'm not sure how Jax is handling Awakening Festivus.
Apparently Jax is dying at the moment.
Oh no, please don't die.
He pulls out one of those like jewelry hangy things and he goes, "Oh, I'm almost out of amulets, but I have 2 left. This one," and he holds up like a silver amulet that has a pendant that looks like a thing of hops, like a grain, of hops. This one will allow you to use alcohol to make yourself better. Amulet of the drunkard.
Yeah.
And then there's this, and I'm not so sure that I'm very comfortable selling this. And he puts some very heavy-duty gloves on, and then picks up an amulet. And it is a heavy chain with an obsidian skull.
Mm-hmm.
And it reeks of badness.
What is it?
What is it?
Well, I got it from an adventurer who apparently had an encounter with a particularly icky lich type.
The same lich as the Pearl of Power?
No, that one was less of a problem. This was a particularly problematic. Had like some sort of baby in a container, was stealing people's souls. I don't know. He told a very long, complicated story about it, and honestly, I stopped listening after a while. You'd almost be doing me a favor taking it off my hands, but...
Can you tell me what it does?
No. I've been too scared to do anything with it. He hangs it back up.
Having a look at it, what sort of magic is it?
You can make a... I assume it's probably...
Arcana?
Oh yeah. It's probably necromancy.
Necromancy?
I was about to say necrosis, and I'm like, that's not the right word.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the amulet of the black skull, is what it is.
It's a dirty 20. How much for the amulet of the drunkard?
That one's quite a nice one. I like this one. Let's say 500 gold.
We'll take that. And I'm gonna look at the amulet of the black skull.
Yeah, how much is the amulet of the black skull?
Well,
Yeah, that looks kind of interesting.
I'm not sure that I should really sell it. I feel like it's not very, but I also don't want to keep it.
If you weren't prepared to sell it, why did you show it?
Well, your friend asked for amulets, and I only have 2 left. What am I going to do?
How much
I didn't
for
think
it?
anyone would actually want. 3,000? I'd give it up for 3,000.
I look at the group. There's nobody here that can cast Identify.
I can.
Oh, would you mind if our friend identifies it for you?
It would take me a couple of minutes. It's ritual casting.
I
But
mean, sure, I guess. I certainly don't want to get that close to it. I can, you
Well-
understand. I choose not to.
While the identifying thing is going on, I've got a little less adventure quest that I'm on. I'm looking for an item. Do you have any quills that write on their own,
Quills
according
that
to your
write on it.
thoughts?
Oh, interesting. Afraid not. Although that does sound fascinating. I mean, he might.
does.
Hang on. Here's a lot of things.
Someone who can't read or write on their own, that would be quite helpful.
No, that doesn't say
I
quill,
want-
that says
I want to find one of those quills now. That'd be really good for Ursa. Thank you, Sherrit.
No, I don't think I have anything like that in my stocks right now.
All right. It was worth a
Perhaps
try.
something to consider for the future.
Perhaps, yes, I mean, I mostly just sell what I buy, what I can find.
Have you got anything that would help one think better or
Help one what? Think better.
better?
You don't happen to have a headband of intellect, like, do you?
Oh, good lord, do you know how expensive those things are? Not handy, no. This isn't really the sort of crowd. They're more like trinkets and, bits and bobs.
I'm gonna.
How
have
do
a
you
look
feel
at
about a Sherrit? Roll a D100.
Sherrit loves rolling D100s.
It's going to be a counter offer of a
16.
However, I do have this explosive bow and arrow.
Ooh.
What does
How
that
much
do?
is the explosive
It
bow and arrow?
explodes. These arrows detonate on medium-high velocity impact. Beware butterfingers who drop the quiver.
How much for that?
50 gold.
I'll take it.
Excellent. It contains 5 explosive arrows.
I'm gonna have
We'll
a
have
look
to-
over the ones while Doris is identifying.
Over the what?
The ones.
Oh, the ones. I have a list for that. Please hold.
You don't happen to have any staves of any sort, do you?
Staves?
Yes, staffs.
Oh. No, I don't believe so. Not at present.
That's fine.
I have this. It is a wand that will open all the doors. Bing! And the door opens. Doors are a problem.
They
Every
are.
adventuring party I've ever met complains about doors. Have you noticed that?
Does it make a very loud noise when it does that?
Yeah. Donk, donk.
How loud?
Knock.
Knock?
Knock
How
loud.
That sounds like when Ursa opened the door without touching it.
How much for that?
How much for this?
Yes.
1,000 gold pieces. Knock, knock.
Yeah,
Taps you on the head. Knock, knock. He says knock, knock. It doesn't make the noise. He's not casting anything.
We'll take that as well.
Excellent. I assume you're all keeping track of the money you're
I'm
spending, right?
keeping track of
Yeah.
that.
Cool. let's see, what else have I got in here? And he like looks at his one thing. This one helps to keep all the bugs off of you. If you're going into the jungle, very useful. Also helps you like make animals be your friends. But the bugs thing, that's awesome. Lots of adventurers go into the jungle.
Well, I'm a druid, so quite alright with the bug.
Yep.
How much?
Like bugs, right? 900.
And from 900?
It's actually a wand of charm animals. The bug thing is a side effect. He just thinks it's really cool.
Any others that you have?
What? Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, just wondering what you have.
Let's see. This one makes you really strong. This one means you can strike lightning at people. Pew pew!
What's the one that makes you really strong?
Yeah.
Makes you really strong. Wand of bull strength. It is pre-loved. I will tell you that. It belonged to a very illustrious mage who unfortunately met a sticky demise. But it makes you strong. Who doesn't want to be strong, am I right?
Yeah, Doris is gonna like come back out. You know what? I kind of agree with this guy. This is a bit odd, guys. It's the weird one. I mean, if someone really wants it, go on. But it does
fucking
feel like it's a bit not nice.
It's okay. Now we know that. So I'm assuming the Wand of Bull Strength would cast, like, Enhance Ability Bull Strength, I think?
Yeah.
Which is advantage on Strength saves, I think?
I think it increases your strength score, maybe? Oh, no, you may be right. It may just be an advantage thing.
Increases your Strength score as a Pathfinder thing. So Bull Strength in 5th Ed is advantage on Strength checks and doubles your carrying capacity. I think we should go look at the other stalls now that we've had a look here. We bought a couple of things here, and we can always come back. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. You didn't want to peruse my trinkets?
Sure, let's have a look.
D100!
That is a 100.
Oh my god. Of course
Sorry.
it is, Laura.
Sorry.
Of course it is. Do I even still have a 100? I do! It is a device. That is like a little like steering wheel kind of thing, and it has a propeller. And it's for going underwater. It's like you go under the water, and it helps you through the water. It is called Tanker's Underwater Propeller.
Okay.
You can go 60 feet per round for 10 minutes. There is no off switch. after 10 minutes, for 10 rounds, my bad. After 10 rounds, the machine turns off. So you turn it on, it goes for 10 rounds, and then it turns itself off. You don't have a choice. If you want to stop before then, you have to let go.
The batteries run out and you're done. I'll take a look at some of the trinkets.
Yeah, why not?
Actually, roll me a D8 first, just for fun.
A D8 first?
Yes, a D8 first.
2. And then rolled an 84.
84. He shows you
I'm not sure if that's a good giggle or not.
he takes out it looks like a ladder, but it only has 3 rungs. And he says, "This is an extending staircase.
I was going to say, even for me, that doesn't look like much of a ladder.
Watch! And he presses some buttons on the side and it like extends out. And then he like stands on the first one and starts to climb. And as he steps off the bottom rung, another one appears at the top.
That's cool.
Right? Very useful. He hops off, presses the button, and it.
Huh. That's really... How much for that?
20 gold pieces.
20. Ooh, that's a bit steep.
Very
Nope,
useful. Imagine if you were stuck in a hole.
I'll take it.
I'll say, if you weren't going to take it, I was, because I'm sure you, and I've turned around to I'm sure you understand, everything's always so big.
Yeah, it's a problem. I do have one of these of my very own that I would not sell.
Do you have
Yeah,
more
sure,
than
I'll
one?
have a look at some trinkets.
Sure. Okay. Roll a D8 and then a D100.
On a D8 is 7. D100 is 28.
Well, share it. He brings out. Nope. You can't have 28. Try again.
That stock is empty.
Oh,
Yeah.
1
That was
one.
already sold.
at the opposite end of the list.
Right. Yeah. And he plonks on the counter a cast iron frying pan. And he says, "This is an exceptionally magic frying pan.
What does it do?
Yeah.
Watch!" And he pulls out like a little, like, mini gas stove thing. And he plonks the frying pan on it. And you watch as it magically materializes a fully cooked breakfast.
Oh, that sounds great.
That is
How much is
amazing.
It does it once a day. It's amazing. Yes. I gather that it was some sort of gift from someone to their child.
How much is it?
The magic breakfast cooking frying pan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Delicious smells of bacon are wafting from this frying pan right now. Bacon and scrambled eggs and you name it. Fried onions. 20 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Does he get the breakfast that comes in it?
Absolutely. That's part of the deal.
Yeah.
But
I'll
you say you
have
use the once a
breakfast around
day.
with everyone.
May just eats the bacon.
Claudio just has like a handful of eggs, and it's just like
Full of eggs.
eating them.
566
Put it on
for
an
Doris.
open flame and off it goes. What, 5?
5 and then
Yep.
66.
Six.
Yeah, Zinrie's not touching, not eating, not anything. She's got maze tail, and that's it. She's not. Will not engage.
Be more perfect for the character. He pulls out a top hat. It's a top hat! Isn't it pretty?
She has a
Yeah.
top.
Oh, you have one. It's not a magic
I'm-
hat. It's just very, very nice.
Is it just a
I'm
plain
always-
top hat?
I'm always happy to have another one, just in case. This one is a
Top
bit
hat on top of the
moth-eaten.
top hat.
Just a plain top hat. There's nothing
you
magical
hear
about
it?
it.
Claudette's voice starts screaming. I need the hat because Alex has a pirate hat and he won't give it to me, and I need the top hat so I can trade it. And it's just Claudette's thoughts like screaming out of Claudio's
Much.
brain.
Well, it's a delightful top hat. 2 gold. It's not magic. It's
Yep,
just...
pays and then hands the hat to Claudio.
Here we go. You have a top hat.
Claudette's like, "You're my favorite."
It's a very good hat. It's just a normal hat, though.
Baeshra, did you want to have a look at a trinket?
Sure.
D8,
8
and then
and 96.
Oof.
you guys with your high numbers. Jeez. All right. Please hold. 96. Here, and he hands you something that looks like a lava lamp. Baeshra, how are you feeling right now? What is Baeshra's current mood, would you say?
Why are we still shopping? Fine, I'll do this anyway.
The the lava in the lamp kind of changes to a kind of orangey red color.
Is it a
Oh.
mood lamp?
It's a mood lamp.
Appropriate.
Keep it away from me.
Doris is just in awe as it changes colour.
If you
For the
pass it
lamp?
around, it will change based on who's holding it. But yeah.
I'll hand it to the next person because I just want to see what everybody looks like now.
Alright,
Holding
well,
a lava lamp.
Claudio will take it, and you get whatever color anger is.
black with little sparks of red.
We'll hand it to Doris.
Yeah,
you feeling?
easily overly excited.
Yeah, and so it's all like pinks and bright yellows and neon
This is so
greens.
cool.
How much for the lamp?
This lamp, $10. $10? 10 gold.
I pay 10 gold, and I wave for Doris to keep it.
Alright.
Thank you.
We should keep looking at things.
You have been exceptionally good customers. Please come again.
And we'll head for the next stall.
Alright.
Thank you, Felix.
This is a hobgoblin woman who seems to have a shoe shop.
I'm just gonna have a
She's a cobbler. Like these are just normal shoes. They're very well
May
made,
look-
awesome leather boots and stuff like that.
May looks at her back paws that are very uncomfortably shoved into some boots and continues to walk.
Yeah.
If there's nothing magical, Claudio does.
And then these two are both.
Are these the other kobolds?
These are the other kobolds. Ah! Why? Why are you being difficult? Hang on, please hold while I sort out my shit. There we go. These are the two other kobolds. One in each spot. Interestingly, they look absolutely identical to the first kobold. Like, if you weren't seeing two of them at once, you would wonder if they were not the same kobold, in fact.
We will.
You get it from both sides in stereo. Welcome to 3 kobolds, weapons, and armorers.
What sort of bows do you have?
Bows! Hold for weapon maker.
I'm sorry, but with both of them talking at once, I'm getting like Animal Crossing vibes.
Never played Animal Crossing.
Yes. Oh.
Did you say you've
Um,
never played Animal Crossing?
I've never played Animal Crossing. Hello, what is the game channel in our Discord called?
True.
Okay, so it looks like they don't actually have bows. They have axes and... Nope, that's the other one. Daggers and... no bows. Just stabby things. In fact, he looks at you when you ask about bows, he's like... Nah. Stabby things! You should be up close and personal if you are going to make holes in someone. That is the philosophy of 3 kobolds, weapons, and armorers.
What sort of stabby things? What sort of magical stabby things do you have?
We have battle axes! It's fucking huge in his hands. We have daggers! Boom, boom, boom. We have war axes. And a sword that makes fire. And I don't know what this is.
What is it?
Hammer? K-A-M-A? Is that a kind of weapon?
A karma? Yeah.
Yeah,
Hammer,
it's one of
yeah.
those.
Like a
It's
sickle
very,
thing.
it's fucked. It's like battered. It's clearly secondhand.
Yeah.
Very secondhand.
It's like a sickle.
Ah, okay.
Um,
Many things that make holes in people that you don't like. Or creatures that you don't like. Or monsters that you don't like.
Tell me about this battle axe.
This battle axe is amazing! Bonk! It is adamantine.
Okay.
Very fancy.
Why?
Apparently it's inlaid with something called orichalcum. No idea what the fuck that is, but it's very pretty.
Orichalcum is a magical metal that it's
Cool.
like purified silver.
It is inlaid with that. Adamantine battle axe. So I guess it's a normal battle axe, but it has whatever qualities adamantine gives it.
Cool.
This one is a +3. It doesn't say that. Magic, super magic battle axe that really doesn't like people who are into gods. Gets
Okay.
upset. Doesn't work for them.
Okay. I think most of the people that we know that use battle axes are quite fond of their god.
Maybe if they had a god that was not nice, it might like that one. I don't know. I know that a cleric bought it once and brought it back the next day saying that it kept fighting back, whatever that means. I don't know.
I mean, if my axe was fighting me, I would not be happy.
No.
I don't think that was enough, but it was good timing. But what about the daggers?
One is just very good. He makes stabbing motions at you. It's a +3 dagger. Stab, stab, stab. This one is a dagger of shadows.
What does it do?
It makes pretty shadows. You stab someone, it makes some shadows around them.
Okay. The battle axe. How
Yes.
much? The one that doesn't like nice gods. How much for that?
Yeah.
It is very expensive because it is very good, you understand.
I do understand.
As long as you're not a cleric
I'm
of a
not
good god.
cleric, and I'm also not a good person.
75,000 gold pieces.
That is a lot.
Yes, it's very good.
It is very good. I will look at the others to see if there's any weapons that interest anyone here.
There's a couple of, there's one +1 war axe, there's a +2 war axe that lights up. And there's a short spear that is a +2 short spear that is engraved with engravings of a, well, you make a religion check.
Sure, I'm actually good at those because of a boon.
Hmm.
That is a 26.
You may know that Rumi's war guard is Grimjaw, she calls him. The spear has engravings of that god.
How much for the spear?
This spear?
Yeah.
15,000 gold pieces.
That's still a lot. Thank you.
Very good spear.
It is a very good spear.
Fun.
Let's keep looking at stuff and we can always come back for spears.
Very good. Have an excellent day.
You too.
Try the baked goods. They are.
We have tried
Yeah.
something.
The dragon buns were amazing.
We have 3 more stalls and then we can get to the reason that we're actually here.
Okay, so actually, this one is just a... Literally, because it's the toilet. This one is scrolls and books. There is a very nerdy-looking tabaxi hanging out in this store.
Before we get to the scroll books, oh, sorry.
Bless you.
Is this just like storage or something? This one back here?
Yeah, it seems to be a shed. Like there's no, it doesn't have a shop front.
Well, let's quickly look at scrolls and books.
What? Oh hi. I suppose you want to buy something or something.
I mean, do you not want to sell things?
I'm not sure. That's what I'm here for, I guess.
You don't seem convinced, my friend.
Well, you know, I like to read books.
He's
I
getting
like-
like a running monologue of how he's a douchebag. And
I
what
like,
he's doing
I like to buy books. And to buy books, you need money. So I guess sometimes I sell them. Do you like books? Are you gonna buy something?
here. Do you have anything interesting?
Everything is interesting. What do you find interesting?
You're,
You're
Everything.
very rude. Do you know that?
you're not very interesting.
He sighs heavily and goes back to reading his book.
I'm looking for anything magical.
What? Oh, these aren't. Oh, I have like scrolls and shit. Do you want a scroll?
What scrolls do you have?
He puts a bookmark in his book, puts it down, goes off, comes back with a scroll case and plonks it on the counter. Scrolls. Endurance. Cold. Light. Flying. Insects. You need a moment to make your brain work.
I think it might have cut out a bit there. The last one that I heard was flying.
Strong, cold. I've forgotten which ones I gave you. Light,
Flying, light,
flying, insects.
I look at the others. Do any of those interest any of you?
No, not really.
If I have a look at the insects, is it insect plague or giant?
Yeah. It's insect plague. Anything faster, please, and quieter.
Do you have?
I'm about to punch you, just so you know.
He takes a step back.
The strength one would be useful as we're crafting a lot.
Is it enhance abilities, full strength?
Yeah. It's pretty much the exact same thing as the potion. It's just a scroll instead.
How much for the strength scroll?
100 gold.
You want it, Sharon? Or I can just cast the spell without the scroll.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
this
can
guy
move it
may
up.
be vaguely based on Bernard Black from Black Books. Not a coincidence, you guys. I love that show.
Do you have any books on the Fae?
I have literally hundreds of books. Some of them are bound to be about the Fae. Here, try this one. Roll me a D100.
That is a 4.
Yeah, he hands you a book. It is called We've All Made Mistakes. And the subtitle is Intro to Necromancy to Raise Your Dead Wife.
I throw it back at him.
What? It's a perfectly good book.
Doris is a little bit.
May will secretly, softly, grab it and take it and look at it.
May catches it out of the air as I throw it at him.
Sharon will
Doris
have
is
a
a
look
bit
at it.
conflicted by the title of this book.
How much for the book?
This book, 2 gold.
I give him the 2 gold. I'm like,
Cool, it's a shit book. Good luck with that.
Sharon will have a look at a book.
What, you want a book, Dragon Boy? Fine.
Why not?
Here, try this book. 21. No, you can't have 21. Try it.
25?
He hands you a book that appears to be made out of skin. The cover is made out of skin.
Sounds like Sherritt's style.
It kind of is squishy in a gross way. And it says it's called Behind the Wall. And as you open it, you see inside that it has writing that describes some sort of door or wall or imprisonment somewhere in a cave. And you begin to feel a niggling sense in your brain that you should find it and open it.
Oh, that sounds just intriguing enough that he will definitely inquire as to the price.
That one, it smells. You can have that for a gold.
Yeah, alright then.
Doing me a favor. It's kind of gross. Don't like having it here.
does anybody
Alright.
else want a book before I feed this guy a book?
Yeah, Doris will have a book.
Oh, you're very short. Has anyone ever told you that?
May will
Really?
hand Doris the
You're
ladder
very
that she just
rude,
bought.
but I don't go around telling everybody about that.
May will hand Doris the ladder
Alright.
she just got and press the buttons for her to climb up to get face to face with this guy. If
He
she'd
grabs
like.
a book at random off the shelf and goes, "Yeah, try this one." Roll a D100.
8.
8. It is called The Fall of Cavor, and it is, and I quote, a fictional piece about the caveman wars.
You're not trying to say I'm old as well as small?
What? I if you don't want the book, I can put it back. I don't care.
This guy has a whole bag of dicks. Can we go now?
I had
Yes,
one
and I'm
more
just gonna throw
question.
the book back at him.
Puts it back on
Do
the
you
shelf.
have any books about different monasteries and their styles of fighting that upon reading it, I would have more knowledge and the ability to use their styles of fighting?
I have hundreds of books. That is possible. I might have a book like that. Here, let me try this one. And he hands you a random book. Roll the D100.
78.
I'm going to laugh if it actually is about... No, this one's called A Herbalist's Guide to Surviving.
Oh.
This diary, it's a diary, details the accounts of a famous halfling smuggler who was best known for smuggling his homemade rum into kingdoms throughout the world during the Great Alcohol Depression. With proper study, the reader can reproduce the famous Sweetfoot rum recipe from the different mentions, hints, and references scattered across the pages of this book.
How much for this one?
5 gold. If you
Give you
take
2.
all your friends and leave right now.
I'll give you 2. And take my friends and leave. Especially this one here.
Deal.
Yeah, man.
Has to be the guy Miss Ickle gets
Ironically,
him.
like an open book.
I reckon. Miss Ickle knows this guy for sure.
Mystical and this guy totally dated.
That's why he's so
One of
bitter.
her ex-husbands. It's one of her ex-husbands.
Alright, you've been to every stall now. How about you do the mission?
Let's
Yeah,
go back.
right.
So, shall we go back to talk to the fortune teller?
I think fortune teller's a good place to start.
Well, she
Yes.
knows what's making everybody sleep.
We
so
know,
let's
yeah,
go
we
back
know
there.
they know. One way or another, we should be able to get the information from them.
Cool.
As we
You're
walk
going,
by the tree, how is the tree lit up?
Magic!
Well, yeah. Are they like floating orbs?
Kitty
Are they
cat
like...
and tree.
Yes. Kitty cat sees shiny thing. In a tree.
It's a bunch of like decorations, but they've all clearly had light cast on them or you know, various things, and they're all glowy and pretty.
Okay.
Is Sherrod going ice skating?
Oh,
I'm gonna stay back here by myself. Just kidding.
Sorry for everyone who joined this for like the romping adventure and combat.
yeah.
We might get there.
Look, we don't get a lot of shopping episodes because of the nature of the horde, so sometimes you've just got to do it.
We had to take advantage of the opportunity.
Indeed. All right, so you are back outside Madame Mazelda's tent. What do you want to do?
We'll ring the bell.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. The curtain opens. You walk in.
Yep. I'm assuming.
She
the
looks
other-
up and she goes, "Oh, you're back.
Hmm.
Did you have more questions?"
I do.
Excellent. And what do you offer me for your answers?
Let me look at my list of weird things that Claudette has. Because I keep a list of weird things that I have. Where's my other possessions? Here we go. Okay. Claudio, sorry. This is Claudio at the moment.
Hmm.
Starts reaching into different pouches and pulls out a couple of 2 stones from the Starlit Tower, a pair of leather boots that they wore while they were smuggling, a jar of fireflies, and a small jar of graveyard dirt.
Picks up the graveyard dirt and opens it and sniffs it. Where's it
It-
from?
It's from the Crossroads.
Ah. Interesting.
It was
Well.
from the area with all the knives.
Oh, that's right. Now this is very powerful dirt. It will buy you 2 answers.
There's a running commentary of Claudio tossing up whether he wants to talk to the group about the questions beforehand or not. you get that sort of before he turns to the group and is like, so we have 2 questions.
You're in there alone, aren't you?
Like, you guys didn't follow me?
Did you follow?
Doris didn't.
No.
Okay,
Ray did
cool.
not.
Who are you talking to, dear?
That commentary, and then Claire turns around and realizes he's alone and just goes, huh.
I mean, I imagine all of us have our ears to like the fabric of the tent trying to listen.
Can't
but-
hear anything. This place is soundproofed for a reason.
Hands back.
Client thingy, privilege, confidence.
Confidentiality.
Is the cause of the sleeping curse one of the stall holders?
Yes. Well. And no.
Is it you?
Ooh.
No.
Let me see if any of the others have something they want to trade with you. And I'll put all my other things back in my bag. And I'll come out to the others. And I'll be like, I thought you were gonna follow me.
I thought it was one person at a time in the tent.
There's sign doesn't say that. But anyway, so it's not her, and it's one of the. It is both one of the store holders and not, so possibly someone
What?
acting through one of the store holders. If somebody wants to go in and buy some more questions,
I don't know about questions, but I do have a bit of a sudden urge to go over to the cobbler.
why?
For
I just heard I just heard something about someone needing shoes. Did no one else hear it? Oh,
We can go over
okay.
after we're done getting this information, okay?
Okay.
Here, reaches into Sherwin's pack and like, pulls out a cookie.
Okay.
So, if we ask, like, exactly who is causing it, should get an answer, yeah?
We could try.
Ask for the name of the person.
That would probably
Name
be
and occupation.
probably be an expensive question.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Are you paying before you ask your question, or are you asking a question before paying?
I paid and then asked. But somebody else
It's been
can do
the
it
other way
differently.
around for us. At least for me.
Yeah, but I'm weird, and people interact with me weirdly.
Okay, yeah, Sherer will ring the bell.
Curtains opens. Hello.
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 Hello. I have another question.
Claudio's going to step
Oh.
in with Sherrit.
And what are you going to pay me for the answer to this question?
What would you like?
Ah, no. See, we've moved beyond that now because your friend here understands how these things work. What you offer will influence the usefulness of the answer.
While Sherrit is talking to this person, and I'm like just spend the whole time watching them. I'm trying to work out if they're like me.
Okay. Make a insight check.
Got it. Oh, man.
Yeah.
25.
25. Not a changeling. Something else.
So Sherer pulls out a small pouch, which is full of ochre rot.
Okay.
Which, when dried and burned, breathing in the smoke can induce visions or hallucinations.
Yeah, drugs.
You're offering
Drug.
her drugs. Cool. She takes
Damn
it from
right.
you and she goes, "You know I can do
From
this
the
without
Underdark,
help,
right?
right? I can do this without help. However, it has an interesting origin. So it's an interesting addition to my collection. She pops it in a vial and puts it on her shelf. What is your question?
Who is it that's causing people not to wake up?
Well, you see, these woods have 2 hags that live in them. One of them...
Claudio immediately starts swearing about his aunts and just fucking do it and just is ranting in Sylvan.
One of them has the ability to look into the future. The other
Just gets worse.
likes to consume people's dreams. And so it is in her interests to make sure that people don't wake up, because that's basically an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Claudio storms out of the tent. It's just, and you can all hear his, because you can all hear his thoughts. Every single version of himself is at the moment just swearing about his aunts and how they're meddlesome, and he's gonna murder them. And he's storming off.
Yeah, as we hearing these voices, Doris
Zelda
looks at
is not even
Zinrie.
remotely concerned about this. She's like, whatever, this changeling rage, you know how it is. To share it, she says, all I can say is maybe don't eat the cakes.
Jared will bow and thank her and leave the tent. Right, guys.
Claudio's like,
As you probably know, because of Thought Broadcast here,
Yeah,
the
great.
hags in the wood.
I didn't like last time I met them.
Last time.
Yeah, they were in the race to get the cauldron.
These are not the
Oh.
same hags.
No, but
They're
it's
different
like
Claudio is convinced they're the same.
yeah, but Claudio thinks it is, so Doris thinks it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Claudia would know that the person you've just been talking to is not one of your aunts. Like, you would have known if it was.
Yeah, but when I get to like here and I am out loud ranting about meddlesome hags and fae and shit, does the baker do anything?
Hang on. Yes. She looks at you, and she casts sleep.
Cool.
Which is...
Not gonna work on me.
Oh, no, it doesn't, because you... Yeah. Okay.
I have
And when-
100 hit points at the moment.
And then she kind of cocks her head and goes, You!
You, and I'm going over the counter and my pile will be behind her, and I'm assuming we roll initiative.
Yes, we do
Yeah.
then, yes.
Yeah.
I guess we do.
I am
This could have
sorry to
been so-
everybody else.
I just rolled a nat 20 on initiative, FYI.
Oh.
The mark 4 is what this is.
Oh my god. Alright. So. Over 20?
21.
Natural
Okay.
20 for a total of 25.
Okay. Anyone else over 25?
25.
Who's the Dexy? Dex off between the monks.
Oh, not me. I'd say.
I've got a +5 to my dex.
What's yours, share it?
Yeah, I got a +4. Plus.
Okay. So May, then share it. And then you were 21, Claudette.
Yep.
Or whoever you are today. What are we
Claudio.
today?
Claudio.
Claudio.
Yep.
Anyone else over 20? How about over 15?
17.
Who are you today? Zinrie.
Zinrie, I know.
15
myself
exact
that
for
every
Doris.
weekend.
Ray, what do you got?
8. Told you I can't roll over.
Aw.
So Claudio dives over the counter of this thing at this hag who is standing there looking like a sweet old granny. I don't even really think it's a surprise attack because at this point she was aware of your incoming because of your
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah, my thoughts are broadcast.
May,
Like, it's not a
you're up
surprise.
first. Go.
All right. So Macy's Claudia going. So she's like, oh, this is the sign. And it's going to just make her way over because she can move really fast right now. Gonna yeet herself over the counter. So she's right up in the baker's face.
Yep, I think Claudio is also right up in the baker's face. Yep.
Cool. I will. Can I get myself so that way we are flanking? So I would have come like,
Probably
around
because
here.
you have loads of movement, so yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I have 90 feet of movement right now as a normal.
Yep. Cool.
And then going to, as a bonus action, because I forgot to do this earlier, activate the runes on my paws. Which gives me a point +1 to attacks, among other things. And then going to Murder Mittens.
Murder Mittens! Go!
Murder Mittens are a 29 and a 27.
Yep, both hit.
For a total of... Sorry, math.
I understand. Math is stupid.
Total of 31 slashing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to use a key point and yep, gonna do Hand of Harm for one of those claw strikes, which adds a d6 +2. So that is 7 more points of slashing damage. Oh, sorry, that one's necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that is her turn.
Sweet. Share it.
Hey, sure, it's gonna fly to off the table there. And first he's gonna
Sorry, carry on.
be the 15-foot cone, which he's hoping will only hit the hag, but
Yeah, it will if you're right there.
so DC 14 Constitution save, please.
The 16 on the die, so I'd say that's a yes.
That's a yes. And will stab with his sword. Or a... Ooh, what's that going to be? 30 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
That will be 8 piercing, 1 lightning, and in sneak attack.
How many sneak attack? 10.
10.
Cool.
Just double check that. I might have. Yeah, no, 10 sneak attack.
Cool.
And bonus action. Well, flurry of blows. As usual. It's a 31 to hit
Yes.
and a 28 to hit.
Yes.
And so total of 11 and 8, 19 bludgeoning damage.
Mhm.
And I'll have another con save at DC 18, please.
That's a natural 1.
It's a natural 1, so they are stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay. That changes things. Oh, she has no way of stopping that. Alright, well I guess she's gonna spend her turn stunned. Claudia.
So Claudio has like jumped up onto the counter and is like, you're always ruining things. And his bonus action gonna cast Vow of Enmity because they, in their like
Yep.
god-induced rage, think that this is one of their aunts.
Yep.
And then they're just gonna be like, you're hiding, and they're gonna cast Dispel Magic on
Okay.
the illusion effect.
You will watch as she changes from a nice, sweet old lady into a hag.
But not the hag that Claudio was
But
expecting.
not the hag that you were expecting.
And Claudio is so angry that they just, like, scream at the sky. And that's their turn.
Okay. Zinrie.
Okay, Zinrie is going to run on the other side. Share it. Attack. The lowest I rolled was a 20,
Was it what now?
23. The lowest I rolled was a 23 to hit.
I'm pretty sure that hits. Yep, that hits.
Okay. So that's for her 2 attacks. That's 25 points of damage.
Mhm.
And then she will just go ahead and do a flurry of blows.
It's poor. She's not going to get to do anything because of the stun. She's going to get beaten the fuck up.
Something, I
So this
mean,
one- again, the lowest I rolled was a 21 for the
Mhm.
2 attacks, so so 16 more points of damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Doris.
Okay, so gonna move to there. Like, oh, but I really like those buns. I'm gonna invoke the rune that's been put on her crossbow. And then she's going to make 2 attacks. One is a 30, the other is a 29.
Yeah.
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 So that will be in total. Let me get this right. Pages everywhere. 10, 16, 17, 18, 19 piercing and 2 necrotic.
Okay.
And that will be her turn.
Baeshra.
I'm gonna cast Blight
Yeah, Blight.
at 5th level.
I thought you said light. I was like, why are you lighting her up? I'm confused. Okay, Blight. Yes, that makes more sense.
Blight at 5th level, which is 50 points of
That's a con
necrotic.
save.
And a con save.
It's a con save, yeah.
17.
I don't think that's gonna save. Nope, that's not gonna save. How many? 50.
50.
Yeah, she looks pretty screwed after that. She's still up, but barely. Anything else?
That's my turn.
May, bring us home, baby.
don't call me Murder Mittens for nothing. All right, so claw
Mm-hmm.
With advantage.
with advantage. Yep. There's one natural 20, and the other one's a 26.
I mean, I think she's probably dead, but sure, roll your damage.
All right, so remind me again, nat 20 is maximum damage that you can do plus what you roll.
Correct.
All right. So for the
Oh,
nat
it's
Yeah, I didn't
20,
realise that, so Doris
Or-
would have actually done more.
It's the max of the dice,
back to the dice.
but
Yes.
not including the modifier. Yeah.
Well, Doris's wouldn't have been because they were ranged attacks.
Ah, okay, yep. Yeah, I Rex going, but you didn't do all your dice. I was like, no, thanks.
Hold on, sorry. Mathing.
Does your number have 2 digits in it?
Yes, it's 33 for just the first, for the natural 20 strike.
Then she collapses dead on the floor. And you are left in a room full of delicious smelling baked goods with the corpse of a hag lying on the ground. And you hear coming from the direction of Mademoiselle's tent a clapping.
May will reach over and open up her bag of holding and sweep a bunch of pastries in before looking to see who's clapping.
Yeah, like Cheryl will do likewise.
And she says, "Excellent work. You did very well, all of you. I do look forward to seeing what you do next." And then she's gone.
There's another hag to kill.
Was she the
Yeah.
other hag?
Gone.
Yeah.
She's poofed.
Yeah, because she was telling them it tells the future.
Yeah, and she specifically said she wasn't causing people not to wake up, but if one of them's devouring dreams and the other one isn't,
Claudio
Okay.
just is looking
she
angry.
may have been telling the
angrier.
truth and still be the hag.
Claudio, make a intelligence check with disadvantage because of your current mental state.
Sherritt's just gonna fly up quite high and have a look to see what he can see in the forests around.
Okay.
He might even do a
That's
lap of the fence.
So still a dirty 20, 17 and 18 on the die.
So you would recognize this hag form as a dusk hag. You know that these are people who feed on dreams. There are lots of different kinds of hags. And the whole looking into the future thing is not really the dusk hag's modus.
No.
So this is likely to be a case of two hags sharing turf,
Yeah.
and one of them's doing a bad thing, and so the other one has seized the opportunity to get rid of her rival.
Yeah. Claudio just like picks the hag up and is going to like throws her like out of the bakery stall and like into the path where everybody can see her.
Yep.
Um
By the way, Sherritt, you don't see anything. She's gone. Just FYI. Flying up, you don't. She's gone. Yep.
and it's just gonna shout again and then storms off to the tent.
Yeah,
It's
Zinrie's
empty.
going to go into the tent
Is it
The tent
completely
is
empty?
empty.
behind.
I'm gonna search the body to see if there's anything left behind.
The tent has all its cushions and pillows and draperies and window dressing, but the shelf with all the trinkets and stuff is gone. And any like books, any magical items are also gone. What's left is literally just the set, as it were. She heard you ranting, and she knows when she's
Yep.
May. I don't think you find very much. All her magic is internal, so she doesn't really have anything on her. Maybe a cool rolling pin.
I'll take the cool rolling pin.
It's not magic.
And-
It's just a nicely made rolling pin.
Is anyone from the town paying particular attention?
Oh yeah, like y'all just attacked Hannah Hart, who makes delicious baked goods, and then she turned into a dusk hag, and then you flung her dead body on the road. So yes, people are definitely like, what the fuck?
Are your
The
people waking
people-
up yet?
Take us to one of the people who were
What? They all kind of do that thing where they step back, and the last guy is like, "Oh shit! Now I've been volunteered." He's like, "Are you gonna kill all of us? That please don't."
No, I
We
want to
were
make
here-
sure that they're about to wake up.
Oh, wait, was she doing the thing with the sleeping people?
Yes.
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 Yeah, imagine that.
Oh God, I ate so many of her pies. They were so good.
The dumpling buns, did you try them?
Yeah, like the little dragons. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister is asleep. We can go see.
Doris,
You
can
will-
you grab the rest of the dumplings? And
Oh, gladly.
and we'll go.
Before we leave, May's gonna lead over to Claude and be like, "Would it be like? Is there magic in her bones, or was it like in her soul? How did that work?"
She's a creature of magic. If you want her bones, we can take her with it. Well, no, we can't really. I can field dress her in a minute.
As we walk by, May's just gonna lean down and rip the skull off, and like as we're walking, use her claws to peel the meat off, and she wants the bone. She wants the jawbone.
Hey,
we go.
the villagers are very freaked out by this behavior.
May's
Because
a big
killing
cat.
the
she doesn't
hag is one
care.
thing, but pulling her head off and cleaning her skull while on the move,
No, it's only
holy
her jaw.
shit. They're like, fuck. They're all like sketching around. You
Just make
watch
sure
it,
she can't.
the Morris dancer, like a thing comes down and they're like, we're closed now, fuck this shit.
Just make sure she won't come back. I'm taking a piece of her with me so she won't come back.
Uh-huh. Cool. I mean,
And once we're
Cool.
gone, neither are we. Don't worry.
all right then.
We're professionals.
This
This is what we do.
this man takes you to the village.
Before we go
Wow.
in the house, I want to cast Commune with Nature,
Okay.
and then I instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts.
Yep.
Which would be the location is celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead.
Mhm.
I want to know if there are any around us within
How far does this stretch?
3 miles.
Very faintly on the very edge of the 3 miles, you get the
Okay.
slightest flicker of a fey being moving rapidly away.
Okay.
And Claudio and Zinrie are pinging as well.
Yes.
Yes, obviously
And
Claudia.
Doris.
Yeah.
Oh, and
there's-
Doris. Too,
there's-
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know about that though.
You
Yeah.
probably all give off a slightly fey pig because you're in
True.
service to the lady, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you get to the village. He shows you. He takes you to a house. He knocks on the door. A very like gaunt man who looks like he hasn't slept in a few days opens the door and he goes, "Hey Boris, who are your friends?" And Boris goes, "Oh, they killed Hannah, the bakery lady, and then she turned into a monster. No, wait, she turned into a monster. They've anyway."
Hannah was a
seems
monster
that-
putting people to sleep.
And as he's trying to explain this, you hear a very sleepy, faint voice from up the stairs going, "Evan, are you?" And this man just turns and runs up the stairs. And
Okay, our job is done.
there's- yeah, and clearly this woman who is obviously his wife has just woken up.
All right.
They're
Oh,
waking up on
look.
their own.
My sister's
Yeah.
awake. Did you guys do that? That's cool. Good job.
Well, I wanted to check if they were waking up on their own. I look back to the others. I'm like, does anybody want anything else while we're here?
Yes, I had
we
that
wanna go
voice telling me
there?
to get
We
shoes.
have to go get shoes.
Oh, yeah, we've got to go get shoes. We're
Inside
going to
Oh
check
my
on
gosh,
Doris.
shoes.
And we need to
Wait
think
for
about
a
that spear.
because time is moving on.
Yep, Doris just wants to find the most fabulous pair of
Alright,
shoes she can.
So the thing is, though, that this shoe shop is of the making boots for farmers variety of shoe shop rather than the fabulous Jean-Luc shoe shop. So you can find some really good hiking boots or like some excellent gum boots for, growing your onions. But probably not, beautiful high heel,
Yeah.
whatever. So are you still going to buy shoes for Jean-Luc?
Yes,
They
there's a pair.
What kind of shoes are you buying?
They have a pair of like knee-high riding boots.
Oh, they probably would. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
They're more functional than pretty, though. If that
Yeah,
makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a good pair of knee-high riding boots.
Yeah.
Alright. It's like I don't know, 20 silver. I don't know what
Yep,
boots cost
fine.
in D&D world. Let's go with that.
20 silver's
Do we
too
wanna
gold,
think-
which is a good pair of
Do we
boots.
want to think about the spear?
The spear was what, 15,000?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Or,
Yeah.
or was it 7.5?
No, it was 15.
Yeah, it was more.
It was 15, I think. The
I
weapons were all a lot.
was
good
like, I don't
weapons.
have 15,000 gold.
Make a decision.
But I don't know this. Was it of use to possibly Rumi to
Well,
Yeah.
it's engraved with symbols of Rumi's god.
It's kind of linked to her via her god.
We know that it's here, and I'm sure that Scrat can get in touch with the kobolds. If he needs
Probably.
to.
I feel certain that Miss Ickle knows Timber, the bookseller,
Mhm.
and Scrat knows the 3 kobolds.
So
I'm
if we
sure.
let Rumi know that it's there, and Rumi can then make a decision.
Sounds like a solid.
Wonderful.
Yep,
So
sounds like a
nobody
plan.
needs anything else? Did we take all the
Nope.
pastries that we wanted?
Yep.
We have 2 bags of holding full of pastries, I think.
Yeah.
Picked up extra buns as far as my small arms can carry.
Doris, do you want to take us home?
Dumplings, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I'd actually like to go back to the armorer, see if they have any what are they called?
Bracers.
Bracers.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that too. Like,
We
where
go back
was
to the armory to see if they have any bracers.
The armory was much more like shields and armor. It didn't have a lot
Oh.
of more delicate.
Okay, cool.
bits
Then
like
never
that,
mind.
yeah.
Did
Yeah.
the magic item guy have bracers?
You're gonna make me pull open my notes again.
I am, because I am that person.
I don't think so, unless they're in his mysterious trinkets. I have a
Okay,
list called
so-
mysterious trinkets.
Good.
Zinri's gonna do one last thing before we leave.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna go invisible again since it's still dim light.
Yep.
She's gonna try and go to where that spear was. It the spear that you guys are talking about?
Yeah.
Where the spear is, and see if she can't sneak it into her bag of holding.
You
Ooh,
robbing the three
thievery.
kobolds?
Well, you know,
There's no
You
chaos.
know, it's for a good cause.
yeah.
I see.
We've got
I
a big
see.
battle. We got a big battle ahead,
Zinri.
and
I thought Zinri was a good person. All right, wait. I've got to
She
find the
is, but-
skill.
you know,
The
I mean,
spear,
considering
sorry.
what a distraction.
she
Wants
didn't
the
tell
axe
you
as
guys.
well.
She just says, like,
Mike wants the
here.
axe as well.
Zinri.
Yeah.
I need you to make a sleight of hand check and a stealth check, please.
I'll do the stealth first. That is 19.
Okay.
And then my sleight of hand. Okay. Ooh. 23.
So you managed to get in without being noticed. You pick up the spear, and as you leave, a large screaming noise begins to like blare. And you see the kobold sit up and he goes, "We have a thief!" And you see the other two kobolds running towards you. What are you doing?
I am going to
Share it
teleport myself.
Bellatrix.
Yeah, I will teleport myself away from there.
Jared says Bellatrix and you all go home. The kobolds
Yeah.
crash into each other, but you don't see that or what happens next. You're in the throne room. Zinri, you are no longer good aligned.
It was for Rumi. She needed it.
Zinri, you have the spear.
Cool.
Nice.
And you all have a lot of shit that you picked up along the way. The lady
Anybody
says,
want to stop at my place to take
I'm
this?
neutral good. You know, maybe
Claudia
I've now gone to
thoughts-
chaotic good.
Claude's
lady-
thoughts are still being broadcast.
yes. The lady
Yes.
says, "Oh, hello, you're back. Were you successful? Did you? Oh, I see. You were. I gather it was a hag, a very terrible, annoying. Claudia, what is going on?"
And there's just all of
Amazing.
their voices are competing. And they're
We've had to
like,
put up with this for a while.
Yeah. We just ended up drowning it out.
But look at this as she like shows that webbed hand.
Right. Okay, so you killed a hag and turned Dorys into a frog. Is that? Do I have this right?
we took
We
some
also brought back a
potions.
bunch of pastries.
Oh, well,
Yeah, but some of
excellent.
them might be poisoned to make people sleep.
Well,
So,
I,
you
I
know.
would have looked over them with. I'll look over them with detect magic. Anything that's magic, I'll just toss. We picked up some things that
Yeah.
we think might be good for the upcoming issues.
Battle. Yeah, I'll pull out the spear so that Zook and them can look it over and go, I
Yeah.
think this is for Rumi.
Cool. Yep.
I won't
so
say that I stole it. just-
if you give those to Zook and Shadow, they'll look over everything and make sure it's all copacetic, and then you can
Do I need to
Um,
hand over my rolling pin?
give it to a cursed rolling pin.
I mean,
Everything
came out
you
of
looked
the
at
hag.
turns out burned.
Oh my god, this is one of our more chaotic games, you guys. So yeah, you can hand it over to them. They'll check all the things, and then you can distribute it as you see fit. I hope you all kept track of what you bought, because I didn't.
I did.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I've got a track of it all, but yeah, there might
I'll
be
change
questions.
my alignment to chaotic
fine.
good.
You can. If you have questions about your items, because I know I was a bit vague about some of them, just let me know, and we can work it out. All right.
Claudio is talking about wanting to go hunting. Claudette is like, I just want to go be a snail. Claude's like, I'm sure this was my aunt's. I'm sure this is their fault.
You've been putting up with this for the entire time you've been away. Is that correct?
Yes.
Almost.
Pretty-
Yeah.
Almost.
That's excellent. Well, go and be a
Yeah.
snail or go hunting or whatever it is that you're going to go do.
Maybe
Um,
both.
I wouldn't
And
go hunting as a snail, though. You wouldn't be very fast.
no, nor effective.
I think
Do we
May
have
needs to start
carnivorous
out.
snails in New Zealand?
Some snails are poisonous.
Claudio just turns into a raptor and leaves.
Yeah, the lady just looks confused. Like something happened on this mission, and I don't entirely understand, but I think they succeeded.
Yeah, the people are waking up. It's all good.
Well, excellent. I'm glad you managed to achieve the goal between everything else that was going on.
Also, where would I find Jean-Luc?
In the Temple of the Traveler, probably.
Oh, yeah. I had a weird thought that he might want some new shoes.
He usually does.
Should see his
Well,
fabulous.
excellent work, team. Go forth and celebrate.
Excellent. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you. She'll take a bow.
All right. So you all
Peg
tootle on
runs
off
out.
in your various forms. And the lady breathes a long exhalation and goes, I swear they're all getting a bit weird.
Claude's a bit weird.
All right, folks, that was insane and a lot of fun. I hope that you enjoyed your shopping episode disguised as a mission. Everyone watching, thank you for watching and sticking with us through this craziness. It was a bit ridiculous. Why are you shooting your child?
He gave me one of those like disc shooters and asked me
Okay.
to shoot them so
Okay.
I could chase after it.
I see. So your child is also a
Toddlers.
cat. Good. All right.
Where do you think I got
yes.
the idea for the character?
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this crazy thing. So next week we have Assault on the Toussaints, which is going to be DM'd by Lionel. I'm taking the weekend off to prepare for the following weekend, which is our season 1 finale, where we're going to be doing basically a 24 probably-ish hour stream where we do our final assault on Oberon and that whole thing and see how that works out. So join us for that. But in between that, you can come and watch Lionel torment Jean-Luc with his terrible family for a morning. That should be great fun. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this craziness. We love you very much and have a beautiful time zone. Bye-bye.